dollies. Today's video is going to be a fall Halloween vlog. Okay, so yeah, if you like vlogs or if you have any other suggestions of different types of videos you would like to see, just comment them down below. Next week I'm going to be doing a DIY angel wings. Boink. Stay tuned for that. If you have any other suggestions, just comment them down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's just get right into the video. Okay, dollies, we're gonna go to the last night of Fright Fest. I was gonna dress up, but then I decided not to and decided to just wear my angel wings bag. I brought my Miko coat just in case it got too cold. I got there a few hours before it started so I could ride some rides. It didn't start till 7, but it was still light out. And I actually got the fast pass for the haunted houses, which I've never got before. Also, that fountain was a cauldron and it was like red. It was supposed to look like blood. They had some pretty spooky things hanging around, like all the skeletons and pumpkin people and stuff. A lot of it looked like it was been put away already. But yeah, my first ride was the Texas Giant. When I was watching this, I kept watching the thing go down and it kept wiggling and I got really spooked, like this is a wood coaster. I don't really trust wood coasters. If one plank breaks, then we're all going down. But it did fine and it was actually really fun. Then I got an icy. Then we saw a bunch of people lining up for a haunted house already. So we got in line and we were the first ones through because the people in front of us wanted to go in front of them because it just opened and we got to go through first, which wasn't the greatest because the actors were kind of looking around to see if anybody's coming, so they didn't really scare us. They scared the people behind us, so the people that made us go in front of them ended up getting scared anyway. Since we found out that the haunted houses were already open, we decided to go to some before 7 o'clock. Also, trigger warning, skip to 8:22 if you can't do flashing light. We had the fast pass, so we were the first in the lane, but there wasn't really any line, so there was no use in it. This one was really fun. This one had the most scare actors. Of course, we got pushed in front, but the girl behind us ended up getting so scared that she ran in front with her boyfriend, and so they went in front, and they got scared the most. It wasn't that scary, but I actually liked the theming of it. This was like The Strangers, that movie. Yeah, that poor girl kept getting so scared, and the guy outside was like a security guard or like a paramedic, whatever. He was being a bully to her. He was like, oh wow, just people in costumes, and me and her just both looked at him like, and she started going off, and I was literally like, we were about to take him down because he was being such a stinker for no reason. I'm like, that's why people come to this, to get scared. You don't want them to get scared. Like, he was being such a stinker. At first he was like, the first one we went out of, he was like, he was being a stinker, and then he was even more of a stinker after he came out of the Annabelle one, the Conjuring one. And also there was a giant Annabelle, which was pretty funny. After that, it was getting really close to the time where they let the freaks out, where they let the scarers out. So we went to the front and waited. We got pretty close, but here's where they let all the scarers out. It's called the Awakening or something. From what I could gather, there's like 4 or 5 different main spooky people, and they have their different minions and they awaken them. So there's like the ghouls, there's the ghosts, there's the Black Plague people, there's some scarecrow people. Anyways, so the rulers of those people or whatever, they awaken them and they set them out. What's really sad is that they used to have scare zones last year, but I think they might have had them this year too, except for we went on the very last day, so I think they're already taken down. A lot of the stuff seemed like it was taken down. That girl was waving at me. Anyways, so yeah, they were awakening their monsters. And yeah, I saw a lot of other people get scared by them, like they went up to them or taking pictures with them, but none of them tried to bother me. I think it's because, like, I was wearing glasses, and so when they were trying to get up on my side or like coming out, I acted like I couldn't see them out of my peripheral vision, and they kept trying to scare me, and then they're like, what the heck? And the one person was like, Oh, there's a brave one. There's a brave one. But no, they didn't really scare me anyway. But I like watching them like interact with other people. That's the funnest part, is watching how they interact with other people and scare other people. Because I don't get jump scared easily. That's why I wish I could have gone with some of my sisters, because they would have got so scared. It was so funny. That's why it was fun to go behind someone, because I could watch them get scared and then I was laughing, because I had a few scares like run up in my face, like, and I just stopped because I was gonna run into them. I would literally run into them if I did not stop, and they just stare at me and I'm just staring at them, and then they go on. But yeah, here's the little ghouls going out to scare some people. There's this clown that had like a little monster on his side, but it was actually like his hand. It was like a puppet. Really funny to me, because the one saw I was recording and tried to spook me. Watch. And that girl looks back like, what? The little girl was just like, what? That wasn't scary at all. Okay, so then we watched this little play about these zombies. It was kind of hard to follow, but I feel like it was like this girl's like, I want to save the zombies. Like, we gotta turn them back. And the guy was like, there's no saving the zombies. She was like, yes, there is. Yes, there is. So what I got from this is like, just never have sympathy for any man, because all the zombies were men and the main guy was a man, and this girl was having sympathy for the men, and the main guy was like, don't have sympathy for men, they're just evil. Well, he said zombies, but you know, whatever. You gotta get rid of them. And she was like, no, she just kept trying to, and then she ended up getting eaten by them. So yeah, so moral of the story, never have sympathy for men. That's what I got from it anyway. I mean, you could take your own rendition of it, but if she would have just, got rid of them and got rid of the main guy, she would have lived. Anyway, he ended up getting bit and started turning to zombie. And he kept saying, in me, you gotta, cause I'm going to use my powers when I turn and I'm gonna be invincible. She's like, no, I can't do it. She should have done it, but she didn't. And he started throwing up upchucking all over the audience. It's pretty funny. And, yeah, he ended up, taking her out, and not on a date, because she was trying to have sympathy for men, which, more of the story, you shouldn't, I guess. Anyways, so all the zombies got out to go, scare people, which was fun too. And that was the end of that. And after this, we watched this. We went over to, I think it's like a Polynesian, Hawaiian scaring deal. There was hardly anybody in there to scare us, but it was themed really well. And on one part where you walk through like a hallway, it smelled like coconuts right here. It smelled like coconuts right here. Anyways, I watched some people get scared and they were telling some other people off. Then we went on to the Saw one. I didn't record much in this one because I was kind of spooked of the main guy, because I was afraid he'd get mad at me and knock my phone out of my hands. I didn't record him. I was like, I'm not recording you, bro. So I put my camera down right here, but I didn't even realize I was recording, but I got his feet right here, so there he is. But yeah, he was guarding the way, so I just didn't look at him. And guess what? He didn't block my way. He blocked other people's way. So other people were recording in front of me and behind me. I just felt like that guy would get mad at me. I don't know why. This was so funny right here. This little girl was trying to beat up this plague doctor. It was really funny. But I wanted to be a plague doctor this year with my brother and my sister-in-law, and that didn't happen because I thought it'd be cool because there was a plague sighting this year. Somebody got the plague, and I thought, hey, let's be plague doctors. Anyways, okay, here's the weirdest part of the day. We went on this, we thought was a pirate ride. Oh, were we wrong? First, there was a bunch of skeleton pirates, no real pirates. Like, there's this little TV, could not understand a word they were saying. We got in a storm, and guess what? Guess what we saw? Here it comes. Wait. Evil Patrick Star. What the heck? And then there was a mermaid place. Then there was this witch with gold. And then there was this, I don't know what that is, some kind of sea creature, maybe Nessie. Then we ended up in this thing of these little goblin shrimp people. I don't know what they are. They look like snorts or whatever they're called, that are like supposed to be like the sea version of Smurfs. Blackbeard was like, yo, we're gonna take a treasure, and they're like, So they captured all the pirates and then, like, locking them up and stuff, and then they take over the real world, I guess. very strange. They started singing this song that was very similar to It's a Small World. It was very odd. Oh yeah, now we stumbled upon the slider zones with all the, I guess, Joker type people. I kept trying to catch him slide on someone and I kept missing it. I always saw him slide on people, but I missed it the last second. It was really funny watching everybody get scared. Nobody slided up on me, but, you know. Yeah, someone's taking pictures with Plague Doctor. I wish I would have done that. There were some girl Plague Doctors, too. They were really pretty. And there was this guy that was terrorizing a child. Pretty funny to watch. Then there was cowboys. Then I watched this guy throw up on people real time because I didn't see it from one side, so I wanted to record that. And then we decided it's time to leave because it was like 30-40 minutes before it closed. So, yeah, I decided, I was like, we went through all the haunted houses, so I think it was time to go. Now we are into the next segment. This is the fall segment. Now, this was a pretty sad day because we went and it was raining. Now, they were still selling tickets even though they knew it was raining and thundering and lightning. So we left and came back and it was still raining. And we were so sad because we thought we were going to miss out on everything. So I got some ice cream, but they said they would give us a rain check because everything was closed. Nothing was going on. We couldn't do anything. We wanted to go to the haunted maze because it was dark time and we couldn't even go to the haunted maze. So it was a bummer, brother. But we came back the next day because they said that we got a rain check. But guess what? They didn't have any of the spooky stuff opening because they only do the spooky things on Saturdays and Fridays. And we came on the Sunday and they didn't do any spooky things on the Sunday. So we basically just wasted our money because we didn't get to do any spooky things. We went on this corn maze, but the corn maze had no exit, just had an entrance. So you just came in the entrance and left out the entrance. So it wasn't even real a maze. So that was kind of a bummer also. I decided we were going to go on this little train because we could and we could fit. And we sat together and we went on this little kid train. And we had a grand old time going around in a circle. We went through a little tunnel and we went over a little bridge. And yeah, so we did that. Since all the spooky stuff they weren't doing today, there wasn't much to do. And the things that we wanted to do, they cost extra money. And we already paid so much money to get in this place. So yeah, do not recommend this place at all. Okay, guys? Because not worth the money. And so we decided we were going to go on a hayride. Okay, guys, riddle me this. See any hay anywhere? Didn't think so. Zero hay on this hay ride. I was pretty upset because no hay. Okay, why do you call it hayride? No hay. But they took us to a flower field, which the flower field was very pretty. And I thought you were going to have to pay $50 to pick like 3 flowers, it said. But they meant like sunflowers, even though all the sunflowers were basically dead and blown over from the storm from yesterday. See? Look at that. So, but the lady told us we could pick as many as the other types of flowers as we wanted. But when we found that out, we were already getting ready to leave. People kept stealing our spot on the quote-unquote hay ride, the barrel ride, because that's what they were. And we didn't get any flowers. But I saw a lot of bees and, what is it? Butterflies. It was pretty. I sat on a giant chair and I saw a caterpillar. The flowers are pretty and this looked so fun to play in. Might sound weird to say, but that mud looked just like so gushy. I don't know how to explain it. Also, there was a giant swing and then look at this. Remind you of anything? Then we went over to, I guess, a petting part of it, petting zoo part. This part made me really sad and question a lot of things. This is a case that never sat right with me. Like, why are they sticking their heads through little holes on the ground like that? I did not like that. It was very odd. The ones that were up higher, I guess, but I'm like, people could step on their heads. I did not like that. I was like, a case that never sat right with me. There was a pig also. Wink, wink. And there were some ponies. The ponies would not come to me to let me pet them. It's okay because I don't like miniature ponies anyways. I like regular ponies. But they were cute. But they looked all pregnant to me. Is it just me or did they all look pregnant? Anyway, me and my brother decided we were going to slide down this slide. My brother's big awe beat me because he got a bigger awe than me. the sun started to come out at this time, so we were going to ride some like roller coaster type rides, but then we decided not to. We decided to go get sushi instead. So we all got some sushi. Yes. And after this, we were talking about what we should do if we watched a scary movie. There was no scary movies out, except for the Black Phone too. What? So we decided we were going to go to a Spirit of Halloween because we were going to get spooked by electronics. Well, I wasn't, but my brother was because he's a very spooked person. So here you go. You can watch him flirt with some of them animatronics and then get scared by the other ones. Look at that. This was actually a big Spirit of Halloween, and it had a lot of animatronics in it, and it had like the, what is it called? The railway or subway in it, and that was pretty cool, so you could go inside of it. This was probably, so yeah, just enjoy my brother getting spooked by some animatronic ladies. Yeah, and we actually did go on a spooky scary skeleton walk. I called it that, like it wasn't actually a thing. My brother is a very skittish person, so I made him go out really late at night and go for a walk after telling him a scary story on our walk. And him and my sister-in-law were like, "What do you hear that? You hear that? You hear that?" They got so spooked. So I guess mission accomplished. So yeah, that's basically all we did this Halloween weekend. There was a lot of hiccups, a lot of bumps in the road, some may say, on this weekend, but we tried to make the best out of it. Last but not least is my evil twin. That's what I call my brother, evil twin, which is E.T. putting on his true form. That was something, wasn't it? That was something, wasn't it? The sun's coming in from my window film, and so yeah, I'm just basking in the rainbow lights. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below other types of videos you'd like to see. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.